Alright guys, this is the best farming route in Rift for artifacts. I've been playing since Head Start, so I pretty much know where all the artifacts are for all the zones. And starting in Meridian right now, but it really doesn't matter because the path is going to be the same whether you're Guardian or Defiant. If you're Guardian, you just come into Free March over the bridge from Droughtlands and you just do the path from there. But yeah, this is where I'm at right now. Let's open up my map here. I'm right here. Basically, I'm going to go this way, around through here, then up over this bridge, check around these buildings right here, up over the bridge and around. All through here, through the pond, and back around. So, you'll see as I go. Depending on how many people are farming right now, I do not have, probably should have done this on my other tune that I have Omen Sight with, because you find a lot more artifacts. I would say per lap in about 15-20 minutes, depends how fast your mount is, you can find about 90 to 100 artifacts with Omen Sight. This character I made 2 days ago, and I already made 376 plat, if that tells you anything. On average, since Head Start, after you get your artifact stock up, after you do like 3 or 4 laps and you just get like a piss load of artifacts, you only have to farm for about 2 hours a week. After that, I already got a blue one. You only have to farm for about 2 hours a week, and just to keep your stock up. And I would say on average I made around 11 to 1600 plat a week. Just off these artifacts. So yeah, just pay attention to the route. The map zoomed all the way out. Just pay attention to the route, and yeah, you're gonna find a bunch in these buildings. Just kind of look around. There's usually one underground and one right up in there. There's usually one right underneath there. One right here, there's a couple over here usually. Oh, there's one right here. There's usually one right in this crevice right here. All the ones that I'm pointing out where some can be includes normal and Omen Sight. Oh yeah, there's one usually right here by this tree. One right here in the ground. One can be in here, but it's rare. One right here by this tree. An Omen Sight one up in the crotch of the tree. A regular one right down here. One right by this tree right here. And you come up here, like 3 different ones can spawn. One can spawn in here. Oops. Jump. In this grass, or in this rock, or in here. One can also spawn right here and right here. And 2 different ones can spawn around these barrels. Now from here we go down to this wagon. There's usually one under the wagon and right next to it. Then there's one usually up in this rock right here. Right in there. Then there's one usually right there. One right here, one underneath there, one in this box right here, 2 in here by these barrels, one on each side. There's usually an Omen Sight one right here, and up in the crotch of this tree. Regular ones will spawn right here, and 2 of them will spawn in here, in those bushes that are really hard to see. An Omen Sight one will spawn by this tree, a regular one right here. 2 can spawn underneath this tipped over wagon. An Omen Sight will spawn in the crotch of this tree or that tree. It's one of these 2. One will spawn up here. 2 by this wagon. An Omen Sight can appear right here. A regular will appear right here. and up on top of this one too, so on both sides of this archway. And this is the archway that comes into Free March from Droughtlands. So if you're coming Guardian side, just coming through this way and you can just hang a right. There's usually an omen site up in this tree and a regular one by this rock. A regular one can spawn right here in this rock. An omen site and 2 regular ones can spawn inside this little cave. Now through here it's kind of sporadic. Very, very seldom will you find one in here, but sometimes there's one in like the little crease of this rock right here, like in here. An omen site will spawn in this light right here. Artifact will spawn in here, a regular one, or an omen site. An omen site one will be right up in here in this tree. There will be an omen site in here in the bush, kind of like by these cabbages, whatever the hell that box is. One will spawn right here in the corner of the tree, or corner of the house. Then one right behind the house, like right here. And one right here. An omen site can appear right in here. A regular one can appear right here. An omen site can spawn in here. 2 of them can spawn down here, which there is one. One will spawn right there and one right here. Now, if you got omen site, I'm not going to go through because I don't have omen site, but I'll tell you how to go through it. Oh, there is one over here. Must have just appeared. I just farmed this like 20 minutes ago, so that's why there isn't a hell of a lot here. A normal one will spawn under the bridge. When you go into Smith's Haven here, when you get up in here, hang an immediate right and just go do a complete lap around the whole outside of this place, and you'll find a bunch. Then come back out the door, then head up this way towards the nightstand portcullis for Defiant. Just to show where we are right now, we're over here. We started right here. Just kind of followed this path right here. We got omen site, one will be down in here. So you just kind of have to jump down and go down. An omen site artifact will spawn right here on this side of that little brick wall in the grass. A regular one will spawn underneath this cart and underneath this bridge, along with one will spawn right here and underneath this cart right here. An omen site one can appear on top of this thing right here, right by this flag, by the portcullis. An omen site can appear right here. A regular and an omen site can appear right here. And an omen site one can appear right here. As you can see so far, there's a lot of artifacts on this path. This comes from a lot of experience of a lot of doing everything in this game. One will spawn right here, a regular one. And another one right here by this tree. And one next to this cart, next to it and under it. An omen site one will appear by this box. One regular one will appear by this rock. A regular one will appear like between this little mound right here, hay pile, and the house. And a regular one will appear in the window and underneath this bush. And an omen site one will sometimes be right in here under the bush. You kind of have to look for the glow. A regular one will be on top of this tree right here. Let's take a look where we're at. We're coming this way. We came up over the road right here. Now we're heading this way. We're going to be heading into this pond over here. Pretty much going to go through here, around, and back up onto this road. Alright, continuing on. Yeah, I mean, I have 450 Guardians, 1111 Hammer now, and I have, this is going to be my second 50 Defiant. One will appear right in here, a red one by that rock. But let's just go through here. I always look underneath that bridge over there. There's usually two of them under that bridge, and one red one up in the tree right here. There can be 2 or 3 that spawn down underneath the water right here, kind of like out in the middle. Like just randomly in these plants and shit. An Omen Sight one will spawn in the boat right here. A regular one can be in the tree right there or in this rock. There can be a couple under here, underneath the logs in here, which you can see one. Checking back under the bridge again. Alright. Okay, a regular one can spawn right here. And right by this dude. An Omen Sight can spawn by this tree on the backside. And by this tree on here, on this side. A regular one can spawn in here and on the side. Take a look at where we are right now. We're right here. So we came around through here and came back up and around. Now we're coming back onto this road. And one right here, as you can see. An Omen Sight one can spawn right in there in that little torch. A regular one can spawn right here. And this is where a lot of them start spawning. There will be an Omen Sight right here on this side. There can be an Omen Sight right in here. There can be another Omen Sight right on this side. Another Omen Sight right on this side by this bush. Another one right up here. There can be an Omen Sight inside this thing, inside this cart right here, like underneath this box. And there can be a regular one underneath it. There can be an Omen Sight right here in this bush. A regular one right here, which there is. There'll be an Omen Sight one up here in this tree. So you kind of have to just climb up for it and shit, and it'll be like right up here. There'll be a Omen Sight right here. There'll be a regular one underneath this catapult, fucking big ass arrow launcher thing. There'll be an Omen Sight in here. There will be a regular one underneath there and underneath here. There'll be an Omen Sight inside here, inside that fire, and a regular one over here. There can be an Omen Sight in here, a regular one in here, and a regular one in there. There can be one by that cart right there, which there is. Hop up here. Now here's where there can be a bunch. Okay, there's going to be one right there. There's going to be a red one behind here and a red one up here. How you get up there, you just walk on this ledge and jump up. Just kind of run up the wall right here and jump up there. It'll be up on top. Jump down. There'll be an Omen Sight one in here, in that little fire. And one on the other side of this tree in this bush. Climb up this hill right here, show you where we're at right now. We are up here. Pretty much we went through, up and around through here, cut across through here, now we're going this way. As you come up here, there'll be one up here, a regular one. There can be an Omen Sight and a regular one behind this tree and this rock right here. An Omen Sight can be right here, in that wall. Oh, let's see here. An omen site can appear on this thing right here, kind of like up here more, and one will appear up here. How you get up there, the easiest way I found to get up there is if you have the long jump, just a long jump from here to there. And come back around through here, back to the water. You see where we're at? Yeah, depending on how many people watch this video and, ooh, graphics glitch, and use this route, depends on how many you're actually going to find, because if a lot of people use it, then you're obviously going to find less. Right here, artifact, there's going to be like 5 here. There'd be one right here, behind here, behind here, behind here, be an omen site up here. Yeah, behind each one of these stones is usually an artifact, and also in these bushes. And down in that boat, I forgot. That boat down there. It's going to be an omen site one. Come back through here. This is where we're at. And there can be a regular one in this stone over here, and right here, and an omen site one. Omen site can spawn right here and up on this little machine. Jump down. A regular one can spawn inside this pile of wood right here, like right underneath it. An omen site can spawn right here. Haha, you missed. An omen site can spawn right in this tree. And right here. If you're wondering why my icons are so goddamn big, it's because I play fairly far away on a 32-inch monitor, so just easier to see shit. One will spawn right in here. An omen site and a regular. An omen site can spawn right here. And right up here by this little bridge. Or a little gate thing. And this is where we're at right now. We're heading up into the stone field. There is none through this spot, so just gotta giddy up to the next location. Once you get up to this little camp, farm mine loot, hang a left up this hill. And up by this rock, there should be 2. There's only one. There's usually one right there and one right next to it, literally. Turn around and up the mountain. I'm actually going to switch mounts here because the spider just seems to work better for scaling shit. Go up here, there can be one right in here. One right here. Right there it is. Another blue. Right here. And kind of hang down this way. Right here. To just show you where we're at right now. Right here. Down the mountain. There's usually going to be 2 mobs. One right here, one right there. Just kind of go between them. There can be a regular one right here. And go right back up the mountain. There can be 2 up here. One right here. And one right up here. Then down. There's going to be a bunch of red ones and regular ones through here. All along the rocks and shit. One right here. Here. And here. Up in here. There. There. An omen site one can appear up on this rock. A regular one right here. Another regular one in there. And then one up on top of here. An omen site will appear in here. And up here. And a regular one right here. Just to show where we're at. Kind of by this pond right now. So we came up and around through here. A regular one right here. And here. A regular one by this tree and by this rock. And up by this tree. And an omen site will appear by this rock. A regular one down here and a regular one by this rock. A regular one right here, as there is. And an omen site will appear here and over the rock. There's gonna be two of them right in there. Let's see, there'll be an omen site right here on this gate. There can be one up on top of here and underneath, two of them on that post. There'll be one omen site underneath here, and an omen and irregular inside this little tent over there. Yeah, two regular ones right here, one right there. Here, one up on top. Let's see if it's up there. Nope. A red one can spawn in there. A regular one can spawn right here and an omen site. A regular one can spawn inside this little torch and by this little box right here. And right here. And right here. And an omen site will appear by this rock right here. Currently we're by Coterie Camp right here. So we made our way, we went through the pond and back up around through here. Let's see, there'd be a regular one up here, right here. One on the other side of this rock. There'll be an omen site right here. Kind of make your way up this hill right here. Kind of like right by Coterie Camp as you come up the hill. Another blue. Ah shit, son of a bitch. Once you get up to the second level, there's gonna be a little path go down. There's usually one right at the end, which there is. Let's see here. There's usually one right up here. There's a omen site right in these trees right here. A regular one up on top of this rock. There's gonna be like 3 or 4 artifacts, white ones through here, through these trees. So you kinda gotta look. There's one of them. And there's gonna be a regular one right here and an omen site. And then you curve down the hill. This is where we currently are. Kind of made our way up the hill, then up the mountain here. Now we're coming back down. There's gonna be a regular one right here, an omen site up here. A regular one right there. Usually one in that tent. An omen site at the top of this hill right here. It's right in here. A regular one right by this tree. A regular one underneath this rock overhang thing. Let's take a left, kind of like follow the mountainside. There will be an omen site in the fire pit right here. There will be a regular one in the mouth of this thing. An omen site in the trees right here behind this dude. A regular one up on top of this spinal thing. Another regular one right there. Son of a bitch, you're gonna die. Beat with my staff. Come through here, there's gonna be one in here, and down through here. I'll just go that way. Be one in the fire. An omen site on the grass right here. An omen site right on here. There'll be an omen site in the nostril of this thing. And alright, that's it. There'll be that one right there, as you see. Pick that one up. There should be one on the other side of this rock. And on the other rock right here. There'd be an omen site in here and over here. Come up over the hill. Grab this one. This is where we're at right now. Right by Granite Falls. See, there'll be an omen site or a regular one on these fences right here. A regular or an omen site in this building. An omen site underneath this quest giver right here. A regular one inside this little thing right here in the corner. There can be a regular one behind these stands. There'll be a regular one underneath the building right there. And if you come up here, towards where the ghosts are in the graveyard, there can be a red one right here behind this rock, and a regular or a red one right here. Just kind of jump over this way. There can be one in the building right here, one right there, and one right there. A red one behind that pillar. A white one over here, a red one right here. A white one right here. A red one right here. A white one over here. Time to get rid of these fucking guys. That's that. There can be one right here by this pillar. There's usually 3 up here. One right here, and 2 on this side. So you can see we're kind of making our way around through here, and we're going to come back through Granite Falls. There's usually one right behind here, and up here. One by this tree. One down here. A red one by this tree. There's usually one by this wagon over here. Yeah, this path is pretty much streamlined for the most artifacts. There are some I'm passing along the way. That's just because they're just too far out of the way to make it viable to go for them. I have a lot of experience with doing this, so I know the fastest route to get the most artifacts. So I have 450 Guardians, raid geared, and 1111 Hammermill, as I said. Well, there's one that's underneath here, and up here, and behind this rock. I also have, this will be my second Define 50, and I also have about 8 other tunes, level 30 to 45. There's a red one here, and a white one up there. There isn't one right there, but I'm just going this way to avoid the mobs. Damn it, a leg for a second. Alright. A red one up here, a white one under there, underneath the waterfalls. And there's usually 2 in here, 1 in each little pocket. As you can see, we're in Granite Falls now. There's usually a red one in here and up here. A red one in there in that little pocket. One up here, a white one. A white one right here. A red one can appear in the water right there. A red one will appear in this thing right here. This is right by Deep Strike Mines. As you can see, Deep Strike Mines is right here. And, well, one under there. Another blue. My server, blue sell for about 40, 50 plat each on average. So there's 200 plat I got already, just off blues. And come through here, there'll be one in this little wagon, and on this little rail, and on this rail. So you can see where we're at right now. We're gonna head up the mountain right here. There will be a red one in here. Up the mountain. A red one right here. Kind of scale this a little bit. Get up here where the spinning plates achievement is, the little puzzle. There'll be a white one in the middle and a red one under here. And come up here. Got the ancient cairn. There's usually a red one right here or a white one. White one right here, white one down there, and white one right here. Take a left through this little crack. Make sure you hug the wall, otherwise you will fall to your death. Just like that, there's usually one right here. One on top of this rock, which is easy to get to. You just jump up it like that. There can be one right here, a white one. A white one in here. Let's go around the rock right here. Be a white one in there. I'll turn around, head towards that windmill. There will be a red one between the tree and the rock right here. Go around it. There'll be 2 white ones, one right here and one right by the tree. Take a direct left. Here's a little squirrel dancing with squirrel things. You can get the Dancing with Squirrels achievement and title. Just do /dance by it. Right here there'll be one, and on top of this rock. In the crotch of this tree, like on the ground in the middle, there'll be one. Just head down the hill right here. Be one on top of this rock. As you can see directly below is where we just were, where the graveyard is. That's the graveyard through there. Couldn't see a gravestones because I turned my graphics down. So I run about 70 frames a second with full graphics on without recording fraps, but I get like 25 while recording. So I just turned the graphics down to make it easier. Oh, there is one right there. When right in the corner, you gotta be careful right there. I've died so many times by falling down that shit. Jump. Jump. Yeah. Getting 22 frames right now recording. Okay, right here. There'll be one up there. Let's just show you where I'm at right now. I'm way up here. This is actually way up top. Came up around through here. There'll be 2 in here, one by this tree inside, and one on the outside, one by the little plant. How you get to the one up there where I showed you? Well, first of all, so there'll be one right here, but you can get up there by jumping up this right here. Just kind of working your way around that rock. Now, head back towards Granite Falls. Like, it'll be right below you. Like, down there. As you can see, I'm going to head back around this ridge right here. You got to be very careful. Very careful. You'll either fall to your death, artifact right there. Either fall to your goddamn death, or you'll be lucky and get the plop achievement to dive down there and not die. There'll be a red one up here and a white one in there, and a white one right here, which you see there is. And there will be one once I get up there. Up here. Yeah, that windmill's over there, so we kind of went around this place. There'll be one right on the corner, right there, and one by this tree. There's not one by the tree, so I'll head over here. Not one right there, and there is one right here. After you pick up that one, head back, pretty much the way you came. Here's that rock that I jumped on top of before. Now from here you can either stop and just port back and unload the artifacts. I didn't get that many this time. I've only got 24, 5, 6, 7, 20. I got 29. But it is a weekend, so a lot of people are probably farming. This isn't the end of the road. It's just, it's a long ways back to get on the route. Pretty much what we're going to do is head back around here, back up to the mountain that we came down by Coterie Camp before. When we kind of went up that hill, then scaled up that mountain. That's where we're going to be heading back to. So, I'm going to stop the video right here, then I'm going to start recording again right here, and I'll show you on the map exactly where I mean. Oh, as a side note, when you get back towards Granite Falls right here, take this way, up by this healer right here, and go up through these trees, because there's usually one right in here. Right by these trees. And you'll see the portcullis right there. And just make your way pretty much back over where you see the road right here. Make your way back over here. Alright, I'll continue the video from over there. Oh, fuck it, I'll just continue from here. As you go back through this, and you're walking through this pathway, there will be a bunch in here. There'll be a red one down here, over here, over here. There'll be some white and red ones over here by this little tree thing. Shit, camera went the wrong way. Little red one by this tree. You son of a bitch. Alright, when you see all these birds, you know you're going the right way. You want to get back up this hill right here. Right where the road is. See the road on the map? Right here. This is where we're at. Coterie Camp. Granite Falls, kind of like right in the middle. Closer to Coterie. There'll be a white one right here. And again, you want to check these rocks, like behind here. Yep, there is one. And that son of a bitch. I'm just gonna kill your ass. Because I can. Beaten with a staff. Alright. You want to check these rocks again? Right here and right here. And just make your way back up the mountain. Check one for right here. You want to go back down there and check if there's one down there. I'm not doing it just for the length of the video wise, because you've already seen that. Up here, down there. I've already explained all this, so I'm just going to run through it. Just to show exactly where we're at right now. We're right here up in the mountain. Yeah, I'm sharing this with everybody just due to the fact that I almost have a 50 of each calling on each faction raid geared. And I really have no need for plat anymore. I just farm for fun because it is fun to do in my opinion. So if a bunch of people from my server, which would be Wolfsbane, Deep Strike, because I play on both, well, more power to you, I guess. Because I have about, between all my characters on each server, I have approximately 30,000 plat that I have nothing to do with. Like, I have nothing to spend it on except for power stones and raid pots. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that. There's one on the hill right here. When you come down, right in the corner as you've seen, and two right here. Be careful of this ledge because you will fall down into that water down there. Come around this corner, make sure not to fall. Run up here, there'll be a red one right there. Then up the mountain. There'll be a white one right there and right here. Just kind of scale it here. One up here. Just to show where we're at right now. We came down around through here and coming up here. One up on top of here, and there'll be one right down on this little ledge right here, which I see there is. Just kind of make your way down the mountain right here. I've died a lot of times coming down here. Be one right there, so just kind of run straight at it and jump at it. Always you'll slide down the hill, kind of like that. Son of a bitch. Fucking cunt. Oh, you goddamn twat. Motherfuck. There. God damn it. There'll be one up on top of that rock right there, right up here. Let's see. Try to remember. There'll be a red one behind here, behind this tree. Pretty much just want to head down this way. As you can see, where we're at right now, we kind of made our way through here, up the mountain and down the mountain, around here. Now we're right here. And here's Meridian, so if that gives you an idea, because we started right here. There's going to be a rock right here, some spiders. Avoid the spiders. And there will be an artifact right here. And now we're pretty much back to this town. Check underneath these concession stands right here. And over by these there will be some. And again in these things right here. And behind there. And right here. And pretty much you just continue on with the route again. You just continue on with it and just go through here and back around and up and around through here and continue on. So that is one lap. In one lap with pretty much no artifacts that came up. Came up with quite a few and quite a few blue ones. So this will yield you a lot of platinum. So hope this helped. If it did, subscribe and thumbs up. I do a lot of Skyrim and Minecraft videos. I can do a lot of Rift videos if requested. So that is it. See you later.